Hello, hi, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and this is lesson 15 in how to program using Haskell programming language. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to talk about something called type declarations. Okay, in this lesson, we are going to make our own custom types. Okay, let's start from the top. Now, if I want to rename any of the types in a name that I want to use, okay. I can use the name called name here, okay, as a word to define the type string. It's a built-in type, the string, okay, or for example integer or whatever of those built-in types. I can put an alias for them called name, okay. For example, that's up to you. You can name it whatever, okay. Now, next, if I want to do make like one type for so many types and put them in one bouquet, if we want to say. Let's say, for example, I want to talk about celebrations. Okay, a celebration, can be a wedding, can be a birthday, can be a fiesta. Okay, now this pipe here means or. This wedding or birthday or fiesta here, okay, are called constructors. Those you can put after them a number of values, okay, and the values here that you should mention, you mention their types here, okay, and each one, okay, are done by the constructor wedding. This is as if you're making a variable, or for example, you're talking about Java or C or Pascal, whatever. You're making a variable having those member variables, okay, in their class. Okay, if you're talking about classes and such. Now, so you would, if you want, you can look at string and integer as member variables for wedding. Okay, similarly for birthday, similarly for fiesta. But here you don't mention the variable names; you just mention their types only. Now, all of them are celebrations. Okay, so I can use the idea of function overloading that you used to see in Java and Pascal, which is, as I wrote here, function overloading is the same function, okay, defined many times, but with different input and input types in every function, okay, of the same name. So, for example, you look here, I have show celebration here, and here, okay, but each are taking a different constructor, the wedding constructor, the birthday, the fiesta. Okay, now here I'm talking about, for example, wedding would take a name and the cost of that wedding. For example, birthday, the name of someone and the age. Fiesta will take the name and the attendance percentage. It's up to you. It's just like I'm doing things randomly. Okay, now here you notice that I'm printing the output, okay, but if you notice regarding the attendance percentage, I'm not telling Haskell that what the type of the attendance percentage should be, like what I'm doing here in age and integer. Okay, this is not necessary because in Haskell, okay, it's known, okay, because Fiesta knows that it has to be a double here, okay. So this is not necessary, and even with using the word do with things like put string line, which is an action, you don't have to write the do. See in the next two functions, okay, you don't have to write the do because it's just one single line, okay. There's no more functions you want to use other than this single put string line, okay, but I prefer myself just to write it, just to know that it is an action. Now, here return celebration is the same, okay, and see, I can also return a value that's based on celebration. Okay, let's say I have defined many celebrations, okay, to be a list of celebration. Okay, so this is how they make an alias. Similar in C++, what you do, or C type def, okay, So this is type def. So it will take a list of celebrations. Okay, so each one, wedding or birthday or fiesta, is a celebration. Okay, now let's say I want to define a variable that's many celebrations. So this is how I define it outside of main. Okay, this is main function. Okay, this is outside the main function. So this is how you define it. You say I have a list named C of type many celebrations, and this is C. Okay, taking fiesta and wedding and birthday, and I can add more weddings and fiestas and wedding within the same C. Okay, so this is a function called show celebrations, which will print every element in that many celebrations C. Okay, so it's just a matter of recursion and calling the return celebration. But if you look carefully here, once it's a wedding, next is a birthday, next is a fiesta, and all are what? Celebration. Okay, so this is how polymorphism works, because return celebration here is taking X. Okay, it takes just a celebration. It doesn't know whether it's a fiesta, it's a wedding, it's a birthday. So that's the task of Haskell, to find whether it's a wedding or birthday or fiesta. Okay, just to print it out. Now, the reason that I'm adding this is just to skip the extra equal that will be printed if I don't put this line. Okay, so if you look here with me, see, this is without the extra line, that this line, okay, that I'm highlighting. Okay, and this is with it. Okay, so, and this is the execution of the program. Okay, so here again I'm just defining one celebration W. Okay, and this is how I use the constructor wedding to construct it with the letter L and number 9. Okay, because it can take a string and a number. Now this is how I run it. Okay, now if I want to define a variable, there are different ways of defining the variable. Here I say let wedding be this wedding. Okay, and I just say that it belongs to the celebration using the square here, the square dots. Okay, this is direct. There's another way if you want to say about the B-Day, which you want it to be a celebration also. This is another variable coming from celebration. You're defining a new one here. Okay, you can add this way too. Okay, after the let, and here is let fiesta without the celebration. Now, why without it? Why once with it? Okay, with it, it's up to you. You can put it if you don't want to. You don't have to. Okay, because of using the fiesta, Haskell will know, okay, that it is a celebration automatically. Okay, because fiesta is a constructor that will construct for you what? Celebration. Simply, it will build for you or define for you celebration. Okay, and simply this is show celebration, and see, I'm printing just fiesta. I don't have to think about whether it's a wedding or birthday or fiesta. It just automatically will print it out as a celebration. Okay, by calling the corresponding function. Okay, now here also let celebrations show celebrations. So this is the recursion that I've made just to get the result of the concatenation of all celebrations. Okay, yes, I would have used concat, but it would be not what I want. Okay, so this is print on the screen the all celebrations as one string, and that's all. Just press on the subscribe so you can follow up my channel, and click all the ads and the likes, just to support me. And thanks for watching.